Okay, so you guys had all barreled out of the death house as you were just like on your final legs, just managed to crawl out from the portcullis like gateway of this house as you like barrel out into the mist. The lights that light up in the house all reflect several trapped souls, and the silhouettes of them all bang at the windows, begging to escape as you have managed to, but the house refuses to let their souls leave, with its new dwarf added to the accompaniment of horroring cries and wails. But
Oh,
you guys are able and out of the house, and before you, you see the fog. The fog that you thought would choke everything in existence out. But as it goes away, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes the streets from a distance.
God damn that house. This is the last time I am helping ghosts. Ever.
Hmm. Well then, yeah. It was definitely a rough situation, and you all may be scarred for your experiences inside that house. But, needless to say, you are survivors of it, and the land of Barovia awaits you quietly.
I personally think we should all find a place to rest. Because I don't know about the rest of you, but Gildor's running around on one hit point.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'm
look.
pretty low.
You're limping. You're holding like a collapsed artery or something at this point. While Rhea is just looking mildly bruised, and yeah, Eyes is looking well frail, but untouched to say the least, um, which is good for their favor, really. Um, so yeah, you guys basically begin to hunt your way around. Now, for everywhere that you seem to go. Oh, pardon me. Before I get into that, here we go. Have a map of the village that you are in currently.
Love.
So currently, you guys are over here.
You want us to draw us out on the map?
Um, no, it's cool. Can you see the map?
Yeah, I can see the map. I can see where you're pointing.
Okay, sure. Let's get you out. Let's get you guys out here. I'll keep him in there. And yeah, we got you over here. There we go. So then, where do you guys basically start to make your way over to?
Well, do any of the buildings look non-inhabited by ghostly spectres that want to kill us?
So, you basically just begin to wander your
Sorry, mate, I
way.
got a phone call.
Okay, so you guys basically wander your way around the place, just following what appears to be a sort of like main walkway, as it were, a main common street. Um, and as you do so, you believe on your left, you begin to see, to much to your surprise, a faint light. The sparse light coming from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, read Bildraff's Mercantile.
Well, I mean, we see light. I would assume we'd head towards it. I don't want to fucking. Gildor's just tired. He's exhausted. He tried to save a friend, and that friend got killed by demon tentacle monster thing.
Yeah, understandable. And when you guys like go around a corner to, oh no, there's doors there, but you can also see that there's even more light spilling out onto this crossway from this building over here. But you go into this place first, and when you go in, you see a very drab sort of figure wiping off the table quite quietly in this dusty place as he basically goes, newcomers, eh? Well, welcome then. What can I get you?
Uh,
I heard nothing
uh,
then, sorry. I'm not. I've gone somewhere else now. That was bad. That was my Steam. Will someone like to talk? Because I'm not hearing anybody.
Hiya.
Hello. So Wesley, you began to talk, but then you didn't finish talking.
I didn't talk.
Oh, who did?
I probably was me. I might have accidentally hit my button.
Okay, make sure you're on open mic.
Okay.
So yeah, what can this guy here? What you can see seems to be the shopkeeper of sorts, and when you look around, this establishment is like a 70-foot long by 40-foot wide, and you can see that there's various amounts of adventuring gear lining the walls and such.
So, does he know anywhere we can rest?
He will basically give a sort of unimpressed, like kind of a sigh, as he's like, wasting my time then, hmm? Well, you are blind then. Across
You
the
wouldn't
road,
have
you'll
a
find
large-
the inn.
You wouldn't happen to have a large scythe in your inventory, would you?
A large cipher? Well,
Yeah.
we got scythes, I guess. I can find something, I imagine. He begins looking into his handy player's handbook, and
It would
he,
fall under Great Axe, Luke.
well, yours is a very particular, interesting item, my friend. Um, great axes are not as common as you think. He does, however, sell the various pieces and bits and pieces of adventuring equipment. Such equipment will include a sickle.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it, pun intended.
I know it's not. Uh,
Ha ha ha.
but basically, there is no such great scythe here. As
Oh well.
it's quite a. I mean, there's great axes and great swords for sure, but
Well, I mean, if you still need a weapon and don't want to buy anything, I still have my big ass hammer. I'm sorry, Gilder still has his big ass hammer.
oh, speaking of, you know your longsword that you picked up from the house?
Oh god, don't tell me it's gone.
It's
It's
not
gone.
gone. It's rusted into the point where it looks like it's a fragile, orange, corroded antique. Completely blunt and completely worthless.
I haven't got
Awesome.
I haven't got much in the way of money anyway, so I can't buy anything.
That's a
I'm guessing-
lie. At least,
I'm guessing the shield's in a similar state.
well, that's a lie so much as Ice is sitting on quite a bit of money. If she tells you about that, that's another matter.
Yeah, that's in the group loot if we need to.
How much is the group loot?
We've got a 750 gold piece necklace we can sell, and a few rings.
Well, that'll do me at least a sword or something.
Yeah. So if you want, you can try and sell to this guy.
Trade you. We've got this necklace that's worth 700.
Roll me an insight check. Okay. So basically, he looks somewhat impressed by that necklace. Like it's got some serious value to it. But he will just basically rub his nose as he goes, coinage is better. I'll give you about 400 gold pieces for it.
200 gold and throw me a great sword.
Hey, roll me an insight check. Okay, so the insight
I
check
hate
you
my
just made
insight.
tells you that, oh yeah, no, this is an exceptional offer that you've just made, in the sense that it really undersells him, and it really profits and benefits you, because great swords are absolutely worth 200 gold pieces or something. And he basically
I haven't got a
goes,
clue how much anything is worth.
yeah. So yeah, he
Can
basically
eyes do an insight to try and stop this?
no, because he's gonna be dealing with it, and basically he goes, done. He like forces his hand into yours, and he shakes it firmly as he goes, transaction done, deal, no taking back, no refunds, and he basically will snatch the necklace up, but he will also be very quick in his dealing, where he pours out from like a cup, a dirty metal cup, a bunch of golden pennies into a coin purse, and he slams it on the table, as like he doesn't bother to tie it up, but you can tell, like, in the way he's pouring it, he can pour and count really well. So he does that 200 gold pennies back to you, and he brings you a pretty decent greatsword, and he basically goes, this one will do pretty good for you. This happened to come from the last visitors that wandered around here.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Now, yeah. If that's the only, so mark off that you have, instead of 700, you have 200 gold pieces. Yikes.
Sorry, guys, my bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, we could have
But
sold him the rings.
yes, you still got things to sell. Then by all means, be free to sell them.
We'll try the next place.
Basically, you could, I could tell you that you go around looking, or I could tell you that there is no other place.
There will be other villagers.
Oh, well, hey, fair
You
enough.
say so.
Yeah,
So
We have been robbed enough today.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have.
you said Gildar's sword was messed up. Durst blade was messed up.
Yes, exactly. The Durst blade is now nothing but a rotten antique. You may attempt to attack with it, but it will be -3 damage and -3 on the attack to whatever
Mi-
modifiers you had. So if you had a
Minus
+4,
3.
yeah, if it was a +5 to the attack, it will now be a +2, as an
Great.
example.
Does the shield still function as a shield, or is that just a big dinner plate now?
Big dinner plate.
Big dinner plate, great. Well, Gildar, after noticing how easy it was to get money, apparently for things he didn't think was worth anything. Actually, no, he knows that was worth something, so he's just not going to say it was worth a lot, because that would be rude to our party member. But Gildar will pull out the sword and the shield and rest them in front of the shopkeep. And Gildar say, "These ancient weapons, much old, have to journey very deep into past to get."
So basically, this shop owner basically just looks at the sword, picks it up, and snaps the blade like it was a cracker. And with the shield, this frail man just basically punches a fist through it, as a hole remains afterwards. As he just basically throws the refuge. He just like wipes it off his desk as he just goes, junk.
Gildar freaks out, like, "No, priceless artifacts! You owe Gildar money for breaking artifacts." And then he's gonna use his massive frame to try to scare this man.
I'm very glad you've done that. Oh, very glad you did
Oh
that.
no.
Oh, God.
Uh,
Quite.
Laughing. What's he going to do now?
Come on,
so
kill him. Go for it.
he basically is unfazed by your threats. As he goes, you couldn't handle my brother in your current state. I suggest you back down now.
It's very rude, but also true.
In our current state, we couldn't handle a rabid bunny rabbit.
Don't give the damn ideas.
Oh.
Gildar's just gonna angrily walk off
Hmm.
because he's all, well, more limp off. He has 1 hit point.
Yes, no, very, very wise. So the guy just sort of dully brushes his shirt off from your touch, and he'll go, "If that's all you had business with, there's the door." All right then. So with your business concluded, you guys head outside, and over here you do see a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood of the Vine Tavern. And when you look at the sign, the N of Vine has been scratched out with the F, or that seems the case. But inside, through very humid stained windows, you believe you could see a few other shapes in the darkness.
I guess we should go in if it's the inn. We need to rest.
Well, it's a tavern for sure.
Yeah, maybe this one won't try to eat us.
Maybe.
So,
Well, at least we might get a drink.
yeah. So when you guys venture inside, you notice firstly that there are a couple of very particularly interestingly dressed people that seem jollily enjoying themselves, quietly talking, but every so often their laughter at something in particular seems to catch their interest, and they seem absolutely separate from all of the horrors in Barovia so far. And when you guys enter, there's already a man, a pudgy little man, a human who is who just seems to be cleaning a glass as if he's in like a state of trance, but not a pretty trance, much like a war veteran's kind of trance where he's just constantly in a state where he's imagining something much worse while trying to polish off the glass before you. So yeah, people tell me what they want to do.
I want to rest, recover hit points.
So roleplay it.
How much for a room for the night?
He'll go 2 gold per head.
Done. I'll give him 2 gold.
His
And
fat little pudgy hand grasps at it and drags it across the counter as he tucks that away somewhere secretive, and he just basically slaps a couple of keys down on the desk and pays you no mind.
Cool. I head upstairs to
Yeah.
rest.
Excellent. What do other people get up to?
Gildar's following right behind as he is. Normally he'd rather stay in the bar, but 1 hit point is a hard life to live.
Yeah, it's almost not a life to live.
That's why it's hard.
Yeah. What about you, Veo and Eyes?
I think
Well, I'll pay for a room, but I'm going to ask him for a beer as well and go sit in the corner, have a listen to what's going on.
Yeah, so he tells you 5 silver.
All right, I'll hand it over.
He begrudgingly just sort of pours out some wine for you, and he just pushes it to you across the desk and just carries on like you're not even there again. Lizard Cat, may you have a little play with your microphone sensitivity I do want you on open mic, but perhaps shift it a
Yeah.
bit more so it's not so sensitive.
Okay.
Lovely, thank you very much. So then, there's a couple of figures. For firstly, there seems to be 3 colourfully dressed people, and you recognise that their colourful garb very much reflects the bulging, like, bold man that entered the tavern back at Daggerford. They all seem female.
Interesting.
Yeah, they all seem female, however, with long, beautiful ashen hair. No, um, ashen hair? No, just smouldering hair, dark hair, black hair, fair black hair.
Is there anyone else in the tavern?
When you look around, there is a fairly like a decent sort of gentleman sitting around. As he looks a bit like this. He's sitting particularly close to the fire, as he seems to be it's difficult. The people, at least those in the shop, seem to look particularly drab, as well as the bartender, with particularly dark, shadowy skin, almost as if the light just never catches them. But with this dude, that doesn't seem quite so much the case. And when you look over his way, you're invited for a seat. He goes, "Oh, hello. Fancy a place by the fire?"
Yeah, I could do with warming up.
Yeah. He basically holds the chair aside for you, and he brings it back in gentlemanly. And when you get like adjusted and you get sat into place, what you notice is in the like far back corner of the room, you see a particularly curious sight, which is a high elf, sort of sitting alone, and in this dark corner of, well, in this bright corner of Barovia, he still seems to have found a dark, shadowy spot in which to quietly brood in. But anyway, the man in front of you basically offers to pay you drinks as you feel the need to, and yeah, he basically goes, "So, where do you hail from?"
A
Because
long
being
way away.
Oh, I imagine. I understand that you're a traveller to these lands, unwilling, I imagine.
Definitely unwilling, but there doesn't seem to be an easy way out.
No, there isn't much of an easy way out for many, but tell me a little about yourself. He seems somewhat um he's honest, but he also tries to change the subject back to something that's more about you rather than your situation, where possible.
I will explain that I'm a traveller, I'll say.
You're a bit of a rogue. You steal from bakeries. You have a sorted background with unlawful activities.
I may not
You
tell him that.
okay? Okay.
Wandering salesman, let's go with that.
Okay. He let's have an insight on his part. Let's have an insight. It's based on wisdom.
Do, 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 do.
Nah, he doesn't. He believes you are actually, in fact, a wandering salesman back in your land. And he goes, "Oh, well, do you have any family to speak of?"
No, actually. I was adopted. Twice, in fact.
You
Just for
were
fun.
adopted.
Yeah, but I don't really speak to them anymore. I've spent most of my life travelling around, sort of
Ah,
adventuring.
oh, that's a shame. I happen to have been. I have a family that was built around adoption too. Um, my sister Irina, is my adopted sister, and um, I love her very much, and I wouldn't be quite the same without her.
Is she around? Are you from this village?
Yes, yes, I am, and basically has a sip of his wine as he goes. Oh, by the way, just speaking of, do you guys still have the letter that you were given at the very beginning?
I don't believe we ever discarded it, but I don't remember who kept a hold of it particularly.
Hmm. Well, it might be an idea. Um, I'm just looking for it now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. So when you this is the Kolyan's Indrovich letter that you were given beforehand, and as it reads that you guys had actually come out here to help Lady Irina, and so eyes, this guy already is striking some bells to you.
Yes, I'll ask your sister Irina. Is she related to Irina? Is it Kolvana?
Kolyana, no, that's one and the same.
Oh right. We came here because of a letter we received.
A letter? Well, I never sent any letter.
And I will pull it out of my bag because obviously I was holding it and show it to him.
He looks at it carefully and he reads it over and he puts his wine glass down as he reads it with interest, and he dots a couple of like letters here and there with his finger, jabbing at them as he reads over it, and he grabs his jaw while looking over it as he says, this wasn't written by my father, the burgomaster. This was written in somebody else's hand, but a fair imitation.
Who would do something like that?
I haven't the clue, but my sister does need help. That much is true.
Oh, maybe we could help out after all then. Is she injured?
Um. Uh, he has a bit of time difficulty with that as he goes. She has been visited by a dark creature, and she has a touch. She's been influenced by him. She needs to flee his grasp, or else I fear that she will be met with an untimely demise.
Well, getting her out of Barovia will be a problem. Is there anywhere else we could take her? Anywhere safe?
Yes. I've heard assertions that Valaki is very well defended. It's to the west of here, a couple of miles to the west, and you should find yourself over in the town. I'm just measuring this out now so I can give you a rough figure. The road is particularly winding for sure. That's not a question. But I believe. Well, hang on. Where is Valaki? I'm having trouble finding it in my mind's eye.
Or as we like to call it, the DM's map.
Yeah. No, I see it. So it's very close to Lake Zar. Well, it's the main city is right beside Lake Zarevich. Follow the old Slavich road, and you'll get there eventually. But from here, as the raven flies, it's something like 7 miles or so. But probably longer following the road. And I do suggest you keep to the road.
Well, I'd definitely like to get out of this place, so this is as good a place as any to head to. Do you want to come up to our rooms and discuss it with the rest of the party? I can't say yes or no myself.
Oh, yeah, I saw the rest of you wander in, and I wanted to catch your attention, but the other two charged right up, so I very much will appreciate that. Yes, no, absolutely. So you lead them to your friends. Via, during this time, you have the option to do something for yourself, What might that be? There's other participants in the bar that you might approach.
I'm just gonna wander around, see what everybody else is doing.
Okay,
Just,
so
just see what information I can get.
So Rhaegar and Rhaegar and Gildar are both just straight to bed, straight to sleep, straight to fuck off with life, fuck off with Barovia, fuck off with the Death House. Just give me sleep, please, for the love of Christ. You know.
Yeah.
When I find their room, I'm going to pound on the door and wake them up. They get no choice in that.
For the love of God. For the
And if they
love of
don't open up, I'm going to
Saloon.
pick their lock.
Oh,
Rhaegar gets himself up and opens the. For the love of Saloon. What the hell?
now
Kildar's
just
still sleeping on the floor.
where it concerns the
By the way, Rhaegar is completely shirtless.
Okay, nice. When it concerns the bartender and the like mercantile place, you notice that these guys happen to look particularly akin to these dreary, dark-looking figures with frayed hair and.
We've come about to get a phone call again, so.
Okay, well that's cool. But as you can see from the Discord image, that they are particularly drab and dreary looking creatures, though it seems like Ishmark, who you've come to know, is not so drab and dreary, though still a native. But yeah, you burst your way in and you bring your guys around as a high elf still quietly broods downstairs, waiting for his time to not shine, but to gloom. And yeah, please continue your role playing from here.
Yep. Guess I'll say hello to the high elf and introduce myself.
Oh yeah, Rhea, yes. So you approach the high elf in the very far back, and he looks very out of place. You might even say he looks as out of place as you guys do.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hey, what are you doing in this place? Are you lost like us?
Oh no, I'm not lost. I mean, even if I was, it wouldn't be so bad now, would it?
I don't know, we've had a string of bad luck.
Oh, there's always something good around the corner. Just you wait.
What? Excuse me. What is going on?
What? Nothing can. You read my personality trait, right?
Let's go with
I always have.
no. But let's
I've
go
always
with
I have an optimistic attitude.
Dude, we talked about where you draw your power. Okay, you're an optimistic dude. Okay. Okay, you're an optimistic dude. It's a little bit shocking to me, but you're an optimistic dude. Okay.
Said everything looked good.
Dude, you just caught me by surprise in the one thing I didn't check. I was too busy checking spells and I was too busy checking other things. But no, you the shadow sorcerer who gets powers from the damn Shadowfell plane, go and surprise me by telling me you're the optimist. So,
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Please continue.
It was nice to meet such a positive person.
Hey, no problem.
Can I join you for a drink?
Oh, sure.
I swear, this may cost your spellcasting or something. I swear to God, this isn't right. Ugh. Anyway, you two both hand over some silver and you chat along and you get to know each other. You may roleplay this, or we can go back to Eyes and Ishmark and the rest of the group if you want to.
We can go back to Eyes.
Okay, so Eyes, you just basically burst in one way or another, and you present this man to your teammates. Go from there.
All right. Is Ray here up there yet? Or is she going to come in a minute?
She's gonna come in a minute.
Cool. I'll just introduce Ismark and say, I think I've got us a job. We need to take this man and his sister to Valaki, which is just down the road.
About 7 miles down the road.
Just a day's worth.
Hmm.
So, Ismark, what are you going to pay us?
Ishmark will consider his response to that. Let's see.
We are strangers, so we're happy to barter for information, perhaps.
Huh. So basically, he's asking for aid, and he's asking for charity, basically.
Okay. We're going that way anyway, I'll say. But if you could give us some information about the lay of the land, and who's who around here, that would help us out a lot, help us avoid any problems on the way.
Basically, he seems a bit tight-lipped, but he basically says there's one road that basically is all one needs to travel across Barovia, and that is the old Svalich road. All you need to do is keep to it and don't stray from it, and you will find yourself at Valaki. I have every guarantee.
All right. You're the son of the burgomaster. That sounds like an important position.
You see that statement weighs heavily on him, and he has like a chip in his shoulder about it, but he doesn't respond outwardly to that other than just saying, "Yes, yeah, I'm his son."
Gildor will ask him, "Is it bad being son? Is he bad person?"
I mean, from my perspective, I've had it very lucky, but my burgomaster was a great man, and it's sometimes difficult to live under another man's shadow, as it were.
Gildor nods as if he understands, but he has no idea what he means, as he has never lived under someone's shadow. He's too big for that.
Nice.
So why can't the burgomaster, if he's such an important person, why can't he protect your sister?
He will basically look a bit downhearted, and he will clench his fists to his waists as he's it's a delicate question. He goes, he can't because he's dead.
Oh, that would be a problem.
He was killed by one of the Devil Straud's minions.
How long do we have to get your sister out of here, then? Is she somewhere safe at the moment?
She's at our mansion, and so long as the brickwork and the woodwork holds, she's safe, but she won't continue to be safe forever. I need her moved so that Straud won't know where she is.
Okay. I'm happy to do that, and I'm going to look around the other guys. What do you think?
Gildor will just give a simple nod, and he's far too tired. He's just will agree to anything at the moment so he can get some sleep.
He seeing your situation, he's just how much were the rooms? Let me pay for them, and let me pay what you paid, and Why don't we go to the mansion right now, and I will offer you a free night stay with me.
I think we need to stay in the mansion, in the tavern tonight, just so we can collect ourselves. But if you
No,
meet us here tomorrow morning,
no, please, please, I insist. I don't have that much coin to offer, and I don't know what I could offer you that would be substantial for the efforts, but please,
You got a really big scythe.
yeah, yes, no, we do have some scythes that we used to have for gardening and such, but tell me what you need, and yeah, we got a big scythe. He half is confused by the question and half looking to sell the fact he has a big scythe.
Looking for a war scythe, mate. Or better yet, a great scythe.
So basically, he goes, I got one.
Cool.
can I insight check that?
Yes, you may. I hope you crit. So he has a great scythe.
With an 11, yeah.
Okay, I believe you there. How about you meet us here tomorrow morning and you buy us breakfast, and then we'll go and get your sister,
No,
and then we've got a full day of travel.
so he looks a bit. He so basically he goes. It's not all a matter about where you stay. I can't trust the owners of this tavern, and we don't know where any of Straud's spies hide. I'm asking you come here for your own safety too.
Well, Gildor never sleep in mansion. Gildor up for this.
It will take all but a couple of seconds to get there, and when you're there, I promise you sleep and rest and comfort, and you'll be on your way as soon as.
Do you have more wine there?
Sure.
I'll grab my
Okay,
shirt.
I'm sold.
What's that?
I'll grab
Then
my
I'm sold
shirt.
in that case.
Okay, excellent. Anyway, so has he convinced you guys to get up?
Yes, I'm up.
Excellent.
You
Okay.
can leave the shirt off though if you like.
Oh,
No. Shirt and the chainmail go back on.
okay.
The epic red chainmail jacket that I wear.
So basically,
Eyes is going to look slightly disappointed by that.
oh. Ooh. So anyway,
Huh?
are we going to be shipping a Tabaxi and Paladin? Interesting. I don't know. Anyway, so he, you guys all pay 2 gold per head. He pays that back, and he leads you down, out of the tavern, with some of the Vallaki women turning heads quietly as you all shuffle out, and then you guys make your way out. Rhea, you see your team moving, and let's see, what's your guy's name? Fenren. You see, she looks eager to follow along with them.
I mean, would we? I mean, I think at least Gildor would go over to her and just quickly enlighten her that they have a better place to stay for the night.
Well, Reha never answered my question.
What was why they came to Barovia? Go on, Rhea.
Well, why we came here? We're just exploring. No. We think we took a wrong turn somewhere.
That's not quite the truth. You did come here on behest of a desperate plea for help given to you by a letter.
I'm not sure I'd tell a stranger that, though.
Okay.
I'd say, because if it was a plea for help, he might be the one doing the problem.
Ooh. No, very good.
I am a distrusting person.
Very good.
Or at least my character.
by the way, once again, you seem to be like the absolute opposites here. You're a distrusting light cleric, and you're dealing with an optimistic shadow sorcerer. I just don't know what to make of this game anymore. But
Those
please
were the
continue.
roles it gave me, man.
You could have just chosen them.
But where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
That is very true.
So,
Well,
okay.
Well, maybe I can help you guys get out of the village.
I'd probably run after the others and just say, "Oh, this guy says he can help us," because I don't know what the conversation's gone on about.
Go.
Ishmark would say, great, he's welcome too then. And he leads you guys this way down. As you make your way that way, boop, boop, this building here, no, that's the shop. That's the shop. When you make your way down to here, a moaning sob floats through the still grey streets, colouring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from a dark two-story townhouse. But basically, Ishmark won't give so much as a sideways look at the building, as he just like eagerly leads you on down to the house at the end of the road on top of a small hill. And a weary-looking mansion squats behind rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself, yet against the walls the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omens. When you guys, well,
Oh, not another bloody monster house. Anything but another bloody monster house.
Maybe we should go back to the inn.
Well, it certainly has character.
So
Yeah, this one will actually introduce itself before it takes a chunk out of you.
would you guys like to do a perception check?
Sure.
Why not? Yeah, that feels about right.
So, hey, okay, Vic and Liz and Alex, you all notice and can discern that between all the trampled footprints left, several of them are wolf, several of them are human footprints, bare, without any shoes. When you guys finally make your way up to the door, Ishmark goes, Irina, it's me. We're here to, I've returned with some new allies. And you hear a clinking and a cluttering sound happen as she basically takes down about what you hear is something like 15 various locks. And even then, the door only opens slightly ajar, and a face looks back to you guys. Now, from the other side, you see a outstandingly strong-willed, beautiful woman on the other side, and inside you should see a handout for Irina Kolyana. She's a striking young woman with auburn hair, and it seems as though she is looking particularly wary of you guys as she goes, strangers to Barovia? Aye, the very same. And she goes, how do I know you're not an imposter, Ishmark? he goes, "'Cause I know our father is buried here. Well, no, I know our father is yet to be buried." And he waits in there. And basically she sighs heavily, as only he could have known that, and she undoes the final lock, and basically the doors open up as she quickly urges you to all hurry along inside. And she does so, and on the other side you can see just how intricate all the locking mechanism she has in place is. Just every effort to make sure that these doors will not be barged open. The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a side drawing room, on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and the faint odour of decay.
My condolences for your loss.
No, very kind of you. Very kind of you. But this is about as well. We still need to bury him. I won't leave Ishmark until he's buried. And he nods understandingly as he goes, "But Irina, we need to get you out of here now. There's no time." And she just goes, "I won't leave him till he's buried. And that's final." And basically, he remarks, "A deal's a deal, my friends. Please, make
Where's
yourself..."
the spade?
What?
Where's the spades?
No. He reassures you that, no, don't worry. All you have to do is see his body is moved over to the church over here. And he points out past the road, and he goes, "We'll do that by morning. Please rest. After we deal with my father, you guys will then sit on the road with Irina and take her far away from here. Take her far away out from Straud's reach, and you'll be safe, Irina. I promise you'll be safe." So
All
yeah.
right, give me some of that wine, and we're good for the night.
Yeah. So he basically goes and picks some wine up for you. Now, from the church, the bells ring, and the hour ticks to be midnight.
I hate this town.
Yes. I
Oh, it
wonder.
sounds so bad.
I wonder.
So noisy.
How are you a shadow sorcerer? Swear to fuck.
I'm not a shadow sorcerer, a paladin.
No, I know. I'm talking to the shadow sorcerer. Yes. So the church bell rings out, and its echoes seem to vibrate through the fragile, dark town. I'm just after... Yes. Over by the cemetery, an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession, wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaical dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. They all march north to the hills, upon which there is a lone, grand, tremendous castle that seems to dominate the sky, and whose silhouette seems to be cast down to the town of Barovia, among which you guys seem to get a particularly close view. Somehow, your mind's eye just seems to find close up among that crowd, you see a dwarf with a skull-like staff and a dark cowl, with like vines partially embedded into his body, with another ghost hovering above his spirit. The ghost picks up the dwarf, flies him to the windows of the barred up mansion, and cackles and howls. You left him to die. Nobody wants you, dwarf. They left you to die. They left you to die. You're worthless. Join the march with the others. And
Do not
basically,
make me get out there and choke the afterlife out of you.
so
I'll do it.
basically, the ghost, after doing this, basically flies the dwarf back and throws him to the ground in front of the others ghosts that all march solemnly towards the castle. And basically, Ishmark and Irina both like hold hands as they like look on, as you guys will have seen this for the first time, as they remark quietly, the march of the dead. All those that ever went to kill the devil Straud are cursed to forever attempt to storm his castle every night, but to fail. All of the souls
At
you
least
see,
without those guys.
all the souls you see were once adventurers like yourselves. And with that, they just like quietly lead you to some bunks to sleep in. And you all benefit a long night's rest.
Yay, we did it. We didn't die.
You didn't die, no. Oh,
Oh, thank God.
yes. By the morning, it seems like Ishmark has been busy. He already has like left you 2 sickles, but what you can see is that over the night he's somehow like melded them to the best of his ability to resemble a great scythe. It's not pretty, but it's not so far off. It's usable, is what it is.
Rhaegar's going to pick it up, give it a couple of experimental swings to get the balance of it.
It's not
sure he
balanced at all. You can
Yeah.
work with it, but it's not balanced at all.
Yeah, Rhaegar then takes the great sword that he bought and exchanges the scythe for the sword.
So okay, got you.
It's a tradition within my order. If someone gives us a weapon, we have to give someone else a weapon.
Oh, so who do you give the great sword to?
The gentleman who offered me the scythe,
Oh, that would be Ishmark.
Ishmark.
Okay, so basically, he is chatting over with Irina, and as you guys are slowly waking up, the remarks about it are pretty quiet. But basically, you pick up the key points that after Father's buried, you must leave with them. You must get as far away from that devil as you can. Do you understand me, Irina? She basically just like hugs him fondly as she's sad to leave her brother after all the time they've spent together, but she nods understandingly. And when you guys begin to head out, it appears like daytime, though it's very much like England in daytime at its worst, which is to say overcast and not one
Dreary,
cloud.
raining.
No rain,
Grey.
but extremely grey and weary. Yeah. Then when you guys step out, you at the door where you heard the wailing from, there seems to be a woman, an old woman. Well, sorry, you're first asked if you could carry the coffin of the burgomaster to his grave. with some respect, so that he may get some amount of peace in this place.
Whatever gets the job done.
I mean, Gildar will definitely offer to help or accept the ask of help, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So, Ishmak, Irina, and all of you basically form a procession line to begin to make their father towards the church. When you get to here, there is a old woman with a cart. You hear the sound of a small wooden wheels rolling across damp cobbles. You trace the lonely sound to a hunched figure bundled in rags, pushing a rickety wooden cart through the fog. She's knocking on the door to the sobbing woman as she goes, "Hey, cheer up, sweetie. If you're feeling so sad, why don't you enjoy one of my pastries? I promise they're lovely. They'll make all your sadness go away." I've got a little handout for you.
Check.
Oh, you don't have to. She's fucking lying through her old, broken teeth.
What, you saying that's not a face of trust? Like, if you saw a face selling you something, you wouldn't just agree. You wouldn't be like, "Yep, that's a face I can trust."
From the other side, a little boy opens up and he's sobbing as he goes, my mom has told me how awful it is around here. Do they really make you feel really good, miss? And
Crossbow bolt.
yeah, she's just like, yes, come closer and take a bite.
Gildar is gonna get in between this small child and this creepy
So
ass
you're
hell
all
woman.
kind of far away before you start all telling me what you do. So the first thing happens is that our mother basically screams out and goes, "No, go away!" And she grabs up her son and slams the door on him as the old crone cackles. "You'll be after my goodies sometime sooner or later. It will give you release like you've never known." But when she sees you guys all arming yourselves, she basically will get her cart and will begin to quickly drive it away as she cackles and goes, "Yeah! You'll all want my pastries soon."
Is there just one normal person in this town?
Fuck no. You are in the land of Straud. This is what you signed up for.
Okay, creepy crones going on the list.
You found me.
Basically, Ishbak and Irina just go, she won't be bothering us for this. Let's just get our father buried, and you guys can all be on your way.
And I'll ask, do you know her?
That's Morgantha. She's a hag. She tries tricking those who the sadness becomes too much for, and offers them a magical escape with her delicious pastries. But nothing.
They did smell nice.
Yes, they did. They smelled like pure joy. But nobody has. Well, I don't know of anybody who has ever eaten them.
Maybe we can get some if we see her again.
Eyes. She's a witch.
Yeah, but pastries, come
Poison.
on. I like cake.
It's poison cake.
Anyway.
I'm willing to risk it.
Nice. So, what's up?
Even I can say.
You cut out. What did you say?
So not even I can save eyes from those pastries.
Maybe. So then, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a grey, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Gildar will like look at some of the claw marks, and is there any way to tell if there's from anything specific?
Yes, you can give me a nature check.
Oh, goody. Gildar is from the city, so he's
Or
gonna.
you can give me an investigation check, but that's going to be just as bad.
That's
You-
just as bad.
This could come from a Tarask, quite honestly, to you, and you don't even know what that is.
That's fair.
So, yeah. I just gotta find something. Yeah. Don't worry. There we go.
Oh.
So basically, you guys all
Somebody-
come to over here, and Irina. If you mind getting yourselves over here for me.
God damn it.
I don't understand. I don't understand one bit why that happens. There is no reason why that should
Can you do
happen
that
at
again?
all. I'll get to it.
There we go.
That was Ishmark, wasn't it? Ish.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. Okay, got it. I just don't understand why I can do this with your character and you cannot.
Well,
Do you-
because
do you
if
press
we
a
could
button?
do it, then one person could make their character massive every game and just be a
No,
jerk.
not that. You can absolutely do your own tokens. This is absolutely something you can do. I don't know why only I can make his correct. You get all your lay on hands back, by the way.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, the doors open up to the hallway, which you guys begin to enter into. And when you do, you see several other rooms nearby, but you carry on. The doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you can hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is bolted out by an inhuman scream that rises up beneath the floorboards that goes, "Ah! Father, please! Ah!" And the priest looks down and basically slams at the floorboards as he goes, "Quiet! Quiet, please!" And he looks nervously up at you guys with fear in his eyes. Yeah, and I got a handout for him too. As this is what he looks like. He kind of has a little bit of a lazy eye going on. I think that's accurate. And
He seems charming.
yeah, so basically he looks at you guys and he goes, he basically remarks Irina and Ishmark first as he goes, "Oh, the burgomaster's children. What did you come here for?" So basically, they will respond that we've come to bury our father, as they remark to the coffin. As he goes, "Oh well, you've come at a good time. The morning is with us, so let us make haste and you pray to the morning Lord for a safe and sound rest." And yet again, you hear like a low, like moan and groan underneath the floorboards as you hear, "Oh shit! I've revealed everything." Well then, never mind. You just hear like a low moaning going on, and yeah, he he's just like come, let us pray, let's dig and bury your father then. And basically, Donovich leads you all outside with in good haste as he takes you to the graveyard to find a lot to bury their father with. He asks for those who are capable to do the digging while he does the praying.
Well, Gildar will. I'm assuming someone else can help, but
Yeah, Rhaegar will dig.
Yeah, so
yay, happy times.
you guys put Burgomaster Colian to the ground, and he says the
Give me a
prayers.
second.
He says continual references to the Morning Lord, who seems to bear a striking resemblance to Lathander. But other than that, he continues to say his prayers and bobbing his head, and by the time it's done, you hear another cry echo out from within the church as he goes, "Father, I'm starving! Please, I need to eat something! Please!" And the Burgomaster just like his eye that isn't the lazy eye twitches in fear as he goes please pay no mind to that. Pay no mind to that.
Okay, even the priests are nutter.
Sure, we can give him a little, right, priest?
Yeah, speaking as a fellow man of faith, I gotta say no. My stance on keeping people underground in holy buildings is pretty strong.
What, in favor or against?
Against, come on.
I don't know.
Let's just leave him some food. We don't have to go in, right, priest? You'll give it to him.
Give what to who? What are you saying, Si?
We can give the priest food so he can give it to his son.
Um. So yeah, he takes the food as he goes. Yes. No. The donation box has been pretty poor lately, so assigning food to me and my son has been particularly difficult. So your donation is very, very kind. Thank you very much.
Well, Gildar's watching this guy and be like, Gildar have no problem find food.
No, please. You've done quite enough. I take it that you will be taking Irina out from here. I take it.
Who knows?
Yeah. Ishmark is basically a bit skeptical of all this, but needless to say, once his father is buried, he basically does ask for a moment with Irina where they both can like quietly think and reflect on the father as it's just you and Donovich at the moment left aside with one another.
Gildar's gonna ask Donovan, why you keep son in basement? And that's where the screams are coming from.
He will lash out quite ferociously in reply as he goes, "That's none of your concern! A father does what he can for his children. Needless to say, my son is under affliction to which is for his own good." Letting him out would only incur greater pain than you understand.
But basement, bad place to heal.
You understand
Gildar-
nothing! Keep your tongue back. You are not the Morning Lord, but the Morning Lord shall provide. The Morning Lord shall help me and guide me through this time. He shall help heal my son. You don't understand because you are not a creature of faith like I am.
He may not be, but I am.
So you too worship the Morning Lord.
No.
Then your prayers are lost. You are sacrilegious. You do not worship the one that guides us into the morning light, the one that shall lead us to a guiding light.
Yeah, whatever.
Gildar still think it weird you keep him in basement.
Gildar is 100% right. It's not very normal. It's not, well, doesn't seem just to me.
Keep your opinions to yourself till you find yourself in a love situation where you have to protect a loved one. Neither all of you are not family members.
Oh god, I'm going to enjoy ripping into this guy.
Okay.
Buddy, you have no idea what it's like to sacrifice yourself for the ones you love.
That's
pathetic.
no, he will interrupt you as he goes, sacrificing myself for the ones I love. You speak to me as if I am ignorant. You know nothing. You don't know anything about this land. It's clear from any one of you that you're newcomers here. But no.
And it took us all of 5 seconds to figure out this place is evil.
Yes, well done. There's evil everywhere. We are under the looming shadow of the devil Straud himself. His castle up there spreads its will upon any of us down here. Only my faith to the guiding light of the Morning Lord gives me the kind of guidance I need. I give myself day and night begging and praying that one may come to help my son with his affliction. But since the Morning Lord is locked away by the Devil Straud himself, all I can do is my faith guide me. I give everything I can, all that there is to me. There's nothing left to give. But please don't speak to me as if we are akin. While you may have made some sacrifice in your past, I guarantee to you that you have not been left so helpless, and made so acutely helpless by that damned man in his castle, by that devil in his castle.
True, it wasn't a devil in a castle, it was 5 of them and they were all pretty bad.
What if we're supposed to help? You say your friend thingy you pray to, that you ask for help. What if we help? And then Gildar gestures to the group's cleric, the only cleric remaining, says she worships someone like your friend. Maybe she's supposed to help.
Now, Vea, with you being a cleric to light, really emphasis that, I want to ask, who is your god?
So, pardon?
Who is your god?
My god is... So I can never remember how to pronounce the name.
It's okay, pronounce it however you can. Or type it out.
It's Dol Ara.
Dol Ara. Okay. Do you know what kind of deity she is? Does she belong to elves, humans? Does she have a specific title at all? Anything like that? Can you
She's
answer
the
this
god of light and...
Okay, lovely. I just want to ask, Eyes, do you know where you picked this god up from? This goddess?
I didn't. It's in the player's handbook, though.
Great.
From Eberron, apparently.
Oh, that
It's
was
just light and war.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, that was one.
There was a bit of a mistake because this is not the Eberron. This is the Deities of Forgotten Realms, page 294. So we're gonna have a cheeky little switch around on that. Just a crafty little one. So the clerics of light.
Let's have a look. See.
Clerics of light going bottom to up is Sune. Then we have Miyaliki. We have Lavender. So I'm actually going to change your god to be Lavender. And I will share some information with that later. But all the same, basically, it's going to work out that he is also known as the Morning Lord. And you can give me a religion check right now if you like.
Okay.
Okay, so you think there's no connection here, and that your god is completely different to the Morning Lord that he is speaking of, even though the two sound almost identical. You firmly believe he is just talking about some other generic god somewhere.
Well, surely my god would not let people put their sons in basements.
I'll make that check.
Yeah, you figure that her god is the same as this Morning Lord guy.
Yep, it's the same guy.
Basically, Donovan will be confused if you guys try to explain to him that this Lavender god is the true identity of the Morning Lord. But he will basically go, if all you have is to tell me how I should be dealing with my son as a father, I will tell you just to be on your way. You don't understand what it is that he suffers from, and you cannot help us.
Why don't you
Well,
tell us?
He basically is just going to flat out reject that, as he has been so impertinently told off and ripped into by those that claim they understand what he's going through.
I mean, I guess that's fair enough. As Gildar goes to look for the basement.
Yeah. So okay.
Eyes is going to slink off after you as well.
Yeah. So let's just look at this. Let's just deal with this bit of fun. So basically, you guys wander back as Irina and Ishmark both keep back. But okay, so who's staying and who's going?
I mean, Gildar and I so far, like, they're the ones that are just like, well, this is totally up and up. We're gonna totally not look for this thing. Wink.
Oh,
Just so I don't have to be around this
I'm
fashionable
joking.
priest.
Just completely joking, by the way.
so right. Well, mate, you don't say that in character and then say you're joking.
Obviously not. No.
Sorry. Vega, are you coming or are you staying?
Coming, I don't want to be near this guy.
Rhea, are you coming or staying?
I'll follow them. Just
Okay.
wondering where they're all wandering to.
I take it everybody follows. So Donovich is basically keeping like a 5-foot distance between you guys as he goes, oh, where are you going and what are you seeking? What are you going for?
We're
Gildar
just
looks at him.
admiring the architecture.
Yeah, you give me that deception, please.
1 second.
Wow.
Okay, so he basically somehow believes you, and he's like, "Oh well, it's seen better days, but no, perhaps you'll appreciate the Morning Lord if you appreciate the building then." And I guess he does lead you inside as he tries to show off the better bits of it, and you can see a rope there that hangs to the church bell. And you can see the altar with a rising sun coming up from it that matches his garb that he wears of his holy vestments. And Yeah. I'm just interested in something.
So,
And when
Eyes will keep chatting to him while these other guys explore a little bit.
yeah. Um. So yeah. So what do you chat about?
I'll ask him what's happened here. I mean, all these pews are broken. How did that happen?
Um. He's fairly tight-lipped about that, as he like pauses when you ask him, and he basically just goes on to say, look at this artwork over here. This one you can see has managed to fare pretty well despite the time, and though the artist's name escapes me, and he just goes on like that. As for you four down here, why don't you tell me in which rooms you go into? So, okay, the red bubble tells me that Rhaegar will go into this room. So, when you do so, time and neglect has punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken shingles and puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with a chain and padlock. A young
Oh
man's
dear.
screams of anguish can be heard through the door. Now, that's a bit early, but let's see where everybody else wanted to go. Who said for what other doors? Okay, that's blue for Wesley. So you go over there.
I mean, Gildor was just was waiting behind to follow.
Oh, fine.
I mean, he assumed like we could all hear where the screaming was coming from.
Yeah, underneath, but yeah, Vagal's getting a good impression. So for the cool guy that went to another room, an old desk stands against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung here. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
I would look inside the cabinets.
So inside, there's a there's a couple of quill pens and a dried up jar of ink. And when you would walk into the wooden cabinets, there contains very little. There is, however, a tinder box and a few wooden boxes full of candles and 2 well-used books: Hymns to the Dawn, a volume of chants to the Morning Lord, and The Blade of Truth, the uses of logic in the war against diabolistic heresies, as thought of by the Ulmist Inquisition. A strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults.
Oh,
That sounds
so
lovely.
this guy's crazy.
Hmm.
Um. Yeah. You said there's some candles in there.
Yes, a whole box full of candles.
Actually,
You know what? Let's
I don't really need
just
them.
back out on this one.
Okay, so
I
Vhagar,
need it.
you have a trapdoor here.
And oh, I've forgotten my lockpicks. Oh well.
Uh-huh.
Gildor, however, did not.
Okay.
I searched the desk too.
Okay, so
Guys,
Gilda.
I'm just gonna call it out now. Trap.
Okay, awesome.
Well, yeah, trapdoor.
No, this is like a blatant trap.
Anyway, so sorry, Gildar, you've declared that you're going to have a fiddle with the trap. So by all means, give me a lockpicking check.
Please, faith.
Excellent. The lock was already unlocked before you got to it.
It's double unlocked now.
Yes,
What?
it is.
So that means he locked it, right?
No, it means he left it unlocked. Oh yeah, no, it does mean he's locked it. Yes, it does.
Well, then if I locked it, then theoretically I would know how to unlock it.
Theoretically. Why don't you give me another check that beats 23?
Really?
You heard him.
Oh wow, I didn't do it.
Do you
I'm
have
stumped.
Do you have inspiration for any reason whatsoever?
I did have inspiration, but I already used it in the last time to make sure I didn't die.
Does anybody have inspiration for any reason whatsoever?
Not me.
Nope.
Nope.
Are we-
Fenrir, you made your character before this session. That is always an inspiration to begin with. Why don't you give it to Gildar?
I'm good.
Are we really gonna make this joke
Yeah.
actually be a problem?
Honestly, yes. Unfortunately.
Oh well, you know.
I'll give
You've
him
got your other
inspiration.
lockpick though.
Yeah, but we've got like a mission already,
Hmm.
and that's probably
Yeah.
going to have us be chased by ghoulies. So
Hmm.
Let's
You may just bust it open if you want to.
I was trying to be like,
Can I? Is there anything in the desk here?
What's that?
Is there anything in his desk over here?
You've already searched all of his desk.
Okay. I searched the cabinet. I didn't search the.
Pens and dried up ink, if you remember.
Oh, I thought that was in one of the doors of the cabinet.
Nope. Anyway, so yeah. You could bust open the trapdoor if you want to.
Go on.
Or you could just leave it.
alright.
You could just say, fuck it to the max and walk out of this.
Just leave a screaming child down there on their own.
Yeah,
in the
just leave a
dark.
screaming person down there.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I left food with his
Remember-
father.
guys, remember where we are and how this place works.
We need to be beacons of light.
No, we need to be very smart about this
Ah.
Casually walk out.
and
It
skeptical.
could be treasure.
It's come on. After the last time,
We won't know unless we look.
Well,
look
anyway.
if you want.
Well, that's metagaming because you're currently dealing with Donovich at the moment. So your
And I'm
friends...
talking increasingly loud so he can't hear what's going on in the other rooms as well.
Yeah. You don't have to be that loud. The only at one point where Gilda's like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, you guys just basically wander back, defeated by the unlocked, now locked cupboard or trapdoor. As you all make your way back, and Donovich goes, enough of that. Let's catch up with the Collianas, and we'll see if they're ready to depart." And basically, he leads you all off back to the Ishmark and Irina as they go. Have you said your prayers at the morning, Lord, and are you ready to make your way out from here? And Ishmark gives a long drawn sigh as he goes, "Yeah, I think we're ready now." And he will give Irina a hug, and he goes, I wish you all the best, and I don't know where your fortunes may take you, but I hope they give you some good luck in this land. And please take good care of my sister. Once you see her to Valaki, make sure that she's safe. Anybody want to respond other than that
Yeah,
beeping
it's
phone?
what we do.
Excellent. Alright then, so basically with that, you guys basically make your way down with Irina as Ishmark sort of stays behind, and you guys make your way out of town, and you make your way back into the village of Barovia, and you can see the road to travel. You head on down to the main square. There's the shop if any of you want to deal with anything, but otherwise, you take the road out of town. and you make your way out from there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Indeed. The last things you remember hearing are the still quiet howls of a young voice underneath the attic in the basement. But anyhow, moving on. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Irina. There we go. Whoops. Doop. Okay. So then, I need to work out travel distances.
Oh boy.
Yes. Need to find out how far you guys get. Okay, do I get any suggestion what kind of speed you guys managed to make? Increase, yeah. Yeah. So,
I mean,
go on.
I was just gonna say I can't imagine we're sprinting there. We're probably trying to be careful.
Yes, and I do
Just
take
so
it
we
that you
could-
keep to the roads at all costs, as that's definitely Irina's continuing remark to keep to the roads.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to take the local expertise.
Lovely.
From so far, the only non-creepy as hell person we've encountered.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just reading some stuff. Okay. This is sorry. Right. Okay. So you guys just basically make your way through the old Svalich road, following a dreary, dim-lit pathway laid out before you, as you carry away on. Son of a absolute bitch! I was ill prepared for you to leave this early. Either how, I will get through it. When you guys get to the bridge that you can see ahead of you, you can see the river Ilvlis, which basically is this river flows as clear as blue winter sky through the valley. It's pretty wide and pretty steep, but you guys are easily crossing it, and it's of no problem to you guys as you continue your way along. You take your time, and you steadily start to find your way, narrowing around this patch of forest right here. And by following the road, you follow the road on, and I need to do something. Yikes! I'm ill prepared. Okay. Hang on.
We know how the rules work now. If something looks helpless, it's probably some sort of horrid trap.
Okay. 4 miles per hour, 1 mile per 15 minutes. I see. 1 second. Working some stuff out. 1 mile per 15 minutes. So, yes. Pardon me.
Okay.
You're
You're pardoned of all your crimes.
Sorry. I'm just getting this sorted. On the because okay. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Okay. So you guys make it through here as the dreary forest basically just howls ominously towards you guys. You continue on basically undisturbed, though it does feel very much like you're being watched as you go, as every so often or not you hear a snarl or you hear a moan that gives you the impression that the forests are very much inhabited by fell, dark things. Now, you get to a crossroads, um, and yeah. An old wooden gallows creak in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points in 3 directions: Barovia Village, pointing to the east; Tessir Pool, pointing to the northwest; and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in place particularly encloses a small plot of graves surrounded in fog. So which road do you guys take?
Let's ask Irina.
Irina.
Well,
Yeah,
they
Irina.
said we need to go Valarki, right?
Yes, indeed you do. Though she can't imagine that, given the layout. Well, she leaves it to you guys. She's under your care, and she's very easygoing in this.
Well, we're supposed to be taken to Vallaki, aren't we?
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
not sure we want to get close to Ravenloft, though.
It makes little difference.
This whole place is basically Straud's backyard, so we're
Yeah.
kind of screwed no matter where we go.
Well, let's head southwest then.
Okay, so you take the high-rising road over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you hear a creaking noise behind you, coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless grey body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly, so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you.
Ready for battle.
Well, it's a hanging corpse. Nothing, and it's already dead. And hey, if you were to engage in it, you'd be engaging in combat with Fenrir, as his corpse seems to hang there.
Fenrir?
Yes.
You got a twin brother?
Probably.
Or had you had a twin brother?
No, don't think so.
Hmm.
As the wind catches it, you can smell the rot of decay coming from it, as if it was there all along.
Okay,
Delicious.
level with us. Are you a ghost?
Why would I be a ghost? Well,
Because
there would be
that's
some
your
perks to it, but no, I'm not a ghost.
Rhaegar just points to the corpse that's up there. Says, no twins, no nothing.
No. There's a...
I mean, I don't want to sound like a racist and say like all elves look the same or anything like that, but you know, the resemblance is mighty striking.
I know, I'm quite impressed by it.
Whatever.
Do you think we should bury it?
I think we should let it hang. It's not doing any harm.
It might follow us.
I
If
can
it
try
follows-
setting it on fire.
Any
Yes,
objection?
fire is always the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Are you gonna sit on fire?
Right,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I can set Sacred Flame at it, see what happens.
It dissolves instantly, and the sacred fire just like picks it up as if it was made from foam, as if, and it just is just scattered to the breeze, and your holy radiant fire.
Well, it's no longer there.
Great,
No.
let's head onwards.
Okay.
So as we talk, I'm going to take the opportunity to chat with our new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So oh,
Go on.
so what brought you to this hellhole?
I don't know, but I've lived here for as long as I can remember.
uh, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and guess that the people in the brightly coloured clothing, they work for Straud, yeah?
Um, the Vistani are, for all accounts, the most unreadable lot I think anybody has ever yet to meet. They seem partial to Stroud, but they also seem to be unbehold to him. They very much are their own ilk and their own sort, and they come in all manner of descriptions, and their interests are all a mystery to us. Though, yes, some seem akin to listening and serving as to Stroud as spies.
So which basically means we were brought here for a reason.
Well, many have been brought in the past beforehand, and Stroud usually quietly deals with them day by day, hour by hour, until they all meet some sort of end here.
What a charming fellow.
He is the devil Stroud. He lacks any sort of charm, and you can see that she seems particularly flustered by that remark she just gave for herself.
I was being sarcastic, but yeah.
Okay. So, over here, you follow the river to the base of a canyon, at the far end of which is a great waterfall that spills into a pool. Hang on. Yeah, that spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet overhead. You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain path and ends before an arcing bridge. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so it's all about the same, but yeah. You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain and ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perched on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley.
As we go over the bridge, can I poke the gargoyles with my sword?
You may.
Does anything happen?
No.
Good.
Although you still feel unnerved as if they still didn't appreciate that. Anyway.
I might let someone else go over the bridge first then.
Yeah.
Go, rock, paper, scissors.
Gildor will go over the bridge first.
Okay, fine.
You
Like
do
he's-
so, and
He's just like, yep.
yeah, you do so, and nothing happens.
Once Gildar's on the other side, says, "Everything fine. Gildar okay."
So
And that's when something comes out from behind him and kills him, obviously.
obviously, no, nothing does happen like that, and you are fine. Don't worry. So you guys continue on, feeling particularly safe because you're keeping to the road. Oh, okay, interesting. Just checking something out here. Where is it? Where is it? Well, aren't you a dick? Okay. Oh, shit. What does that mean? Whoa.
So, Fenrir, where are you from?
Yeah, Fenrir, where are you from? Fenrir!
Gee, I'd sure like to know where Fenrir comes from.
Keep asking, he might get annoyed and not tell you.
Well, are you choosing silence? Because we can't tell.
No, no. I hear you. I'm trying to. I was still working on my background. Sorry.
Oh, cool. That's pretty funny.
You're a mysterious stranger.
Yeah. So then, I need to do something. So yeah, please roleplay this moment out as I need you to stall. Stall for me.
All right, Rhaegar, tell me about yourself then.
Not much to tell, really. I've been paladin since I was 14. Well, I'd say I was chosen as a paladin since I was 14. Didn't officially join the order until I was 18, and that was with the master's training. But yeah, I'm paladin of the goddess Sailing. Who'd have thunk it?
So much money in that?
Not really. Although it's not about wealth for me, it's about job satisfaction.
Well, you got to get some nice jewels to be satisfied, haven't you?
Not really. It's more of a personal thing. No monetary gain, you know.
I really don't.
Oh well. Let me put it to you this way: when I do my job, and I really do my job well, it makes me feel as good as you would feel when you are, say, surrounded in a treasure trove of riches, wealths, and other such shiny things.
That does feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's the best.
Well, you should have plenty of things to keep you happy in here then.
To be honest, this place is a drag. I was looking for some people in particular, and none of the assholes around here seem to be of the ilk I'm after.
Same here. That's why I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay then.
What
Now that
about
we.
you?
Oh yeah, go on.
What about you, Eyes?
Me, I am just trying to find some of my past associates. They didn't treat me particularly well, and I've heard rumours that they've got another tabaxi. And I'm out for a bit of revenge.
Ah, now you're talking my language.
But I don't think they're in Barovia either.
Shame that.
All right then. So, thank you very much for stalling. You've done me a great service. Now, would you kindly assign yourselves over here for me?
Luke, do you have to press a certain thing to get my token out, or?
No, I just drag it out, man. It's just really like that. I just drag it.
I love.
I know it's really insane. I'll take care of him. But yeah,
On the weekend I'll switch it round to a token.
it shouldn't make an issue. But yeah, whatever works, man. Nope, that's large. Down. Get down. Squeeze down. Squeeze down. Squeeze down. And you have Irina with you. And yeah. Who would like to be in control of Irina?
I can do it.
At once.
Excellent. Very glad to hear it. Okay, excellent.
I said roll the dice for it.
That's a good idea, actually.
Okay, yeah, sweet. That'll be a D5.
Oh.
I will roll it.
So
Okay, Stash, roll 1d5. 4. Vhagar, Rhea, thingy, eyes. Okay, yeah, sweet. Eyes it is.
Looks like we've gone to Chult, you know.
Oh,
It
This
does
is
look
what
a
it
bit
looks
like
like.
Chult. It does look a bit like Chult. But yeah, you shall have her in your thing. Now, as you guys walk along, out from the shadows of the thicket, a single humanoid of a ghastly visage will sort of step forth, a noose hanged around his neck. It seems like he may have escaped the gallows in a previous life, though he looks at you. He looks something akin to this. With a long sword in his toe, he simply steps out, howls with a horrifying shriek, and then charges for you. Everybody roll me initiative. It's time for a fight.
Ouch, my initiative is bad today.
Dude, solid initiative.
Yes.
I know. I'm like the most initiative person ever.
Excellent.
Oh, I was talking to Vic.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Hey. So Liz, unfortunately you did not touch your token, so that is a roll that's been forgotten and not added to the turn order. You'll have to
Yeah, I
touch
did
your
the same
token.
as well, actually.
Yeah. You gotta touch your token and do your initiative. Excellent.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, more like it.
Excellent.
sorry.
Hey, don't be sorry to me. So anyway, yes. Eyes, it's your turn first.
Alright.
Be a hell of a shot.
Yeah, I think I might just dash up to him and hit him, and then use my cunning action to run away.
Okay.
I probably can't do that. In fact, I can. I've got fancy footwork, haven't I? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That's
So-
55 feet.
Yeah, so I'll dash up to him, attack him with my sword. If I can find my sheet. Dun, 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 dun.
Excellent. That's going to be a hit.
Okay, let me add sneak attack.
Yeah. Brilliant. So you do 14 points of damage to him.
Cool, and then I'll use fancy footwork to get away somewhere. There you go.
Is this actually a trait you have called fancy footwork?
It's from being a rogue, isn't it? Swashbuckler.
Oh, sweet. Okay then.
Yeah, you learn to land a strike and slip away without any reprisals.
No,
So if you
brilliant.
make a melee attack against a creature, they don't get opportunity attacks against you.
No, fantastic. So yeah, you do exactly that, and you just come right in, and you slash him up good. He dully sort of staggers back from it, but then he will try to go after you, but you're already just far too quick for him. And now it is Irina's turn.
All right, I think she's just going to move forward 30 foot and wait.
She'll move 30 foot and take the dodge action, so she is protected.
Good idea.
Alright, Gildar, it's your turn.
Hooray!
This guy looks like a walking, howling, horrified corpse.
That's just dandy. Gildor will move up to there. Then he's gonna pull out a hand axe and chuck it at this guy.
Okay, roll that attack. That's going to be a hit. And yeah, you do some good damage to him. Excellent.
And then Gildor will switch to having his big ass hammer out because that's, that seems like the smarter idea.
Yeah. Fenrir, it's your turn.
Fenrir. Three. Sorry. Okay, Fenrir will move up. And then he will attack with his crossbow.
Yeah, brilliant, roll it. So that's going to be a hit as well, as everybody can land some easy strikes, as this dude seems to be wearing some broken chainmail. It just seems to be like dully hanging to him, not particularly fully adorned. Rhea, it's your turn, and this dude looks particularly undead.
I wonder what would work.
Just see what I've got ready.
You have a lot ready. You have Sacred Flame, you have Bless, you have Cure Wounds, you have Guiding Bolt. Guiding Bolt is very good. Flame Blade, Scorching Ray, Aid.
So I was just reading up on my Channel Divinity because I've got Turn Undead,
Yes.
so I can make it run away.
Yes, but what range is that?
That's just what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
Isn't it any in sight?
No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be those that are within 30
think-
feet.
Yeah, it's 30 feet if I recall the
30.
spell.
So what is your movement?
Channel Divinity, Turn Undead.
30 feet, yeah.
Okay then. So you're going to have to
Okay.
get closer for that.
So if I move 30 feet, should be there.
Yeah.
Above?
So either get busy chatting or get busy sassing.
there.
Yeah. That's within 30
Yep.
feet, so you can do it.
Yep, so I cast that.
You call upon your morning lord and you ask him to take this undead back whence it came from. That being said, however, in the light glow of your channel divinity, the undead creature seems to ignore the god that ignored it. No gods are present for you here, as it just howls and shrieks with sadness. It is then its turn. It's going to move up right into all of this, and is then going to seemingly, yeah. Whoops! What was its health beforehand? Okay,
Lost quite a bit.
there we go. There we go. It just basically brings itself there, and it gets its long sword out, and it will attack two-handedly. Or will it? Oh, never mind. First it's going to be from there, and it's going to look at you, Rhea. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Wonderful. So this
Nice.
creature stares you with a hateful, angry glare as it seems to, well, it calls out to you and goes, "You are my enemy, my sworn enemy. You shall not move from there till I have killed you myself." But, needless to say, you have summoned the Morning Lord, Lavender himself, and he is still present with you, or at least your memory of him is still present with you, to effect that you are able to resist this effect. And having failed to do that, he will then come in, and he will make a two-handed longsword attack at you, Gildar. That will be a 20 and will do 10 points of damage to you. And he will make another attack at Eyes that has struck him. And he rolls a 22 and does 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Youch.
Yes.
Wish I could see that.
Rhaegar, it's your turn.
Rhaegar will cast Shield of Faith on himself
Brilliant.
and then join the fight.
Excellent. Yeah, I know, I've got it.
Yeah, that's me, isn't it? Because I've had my action and my movement.
Shield of Faith is a bonus action. Right there
Awesome,
in the spell.
scythe time.
Yes.
Awesome, scythe time.
Yes.
Scythe.
Great, so even that is still a hit. And yeah, it does 7 points of damage to him. It's your new blades do not work like your old one did. It does not feel as good, but you're powering through it nonetheless.
A scythe is still a scythe.
Yes. Eyes, it's your turn.
All right, going to attack with both hands.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh. Okay.
Oh, and sneak attack on one of them as well.
Yeah, brilliant. That'll be your first one because it won't be on your. Well, let's just presume.
Yeah, it's just the first attack, won't it? So.
No, magnificent. You do some mighty damage to him as the silver sword glistens in the dull light as you flick it across his chest and you slice him apart magnificently. And then with your offhand, you chip in and add a tad more to that. And it looks pretty good. It looks like good damage.
Cool, and then I'm going to fancy footwork away so he can't get me.
Okay.
There you go. In fact, I'm going to hide behind him.
Excellent.
Hi, eyes.
Hi.
Irina is going to step in. I did say you would control her, but I'll just say her habits. So she's going to attack, and then she's no. What's she gonna be?
Yeah, she's only got rapier attack, so.
Yeah, okay, she's gonna attack with a rapier.
Are you rolling that?
No, you roll it. You roll it.
Cool.
So that's a hit, and she does some piercing damage while she's at it, chipping in.
How much?
Yeah.
Cool. She'll stay where she's in.
Yeah. It's your turn now, Gildar. You've not
Hooray.
taken off the health you were damaged for earlier.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I did. My bad.
It was 10 health. You can do it right from your token, right from the red bubble that pops up. You just do -10 or you enter 30. Either one will do the trick. There you go.
Yep, I'm gonna swing my big ass hammer.
Excellent.
Hammer time.
Yeah, so that's going to be a hit.
When I hit him, does he seem to be normally affected by these attacks, or does it seem as if
Yeah, it seems
perhaps
like
if we had
it
better
seems.
weapons, it would be better?
No, it doesn't seem like a weapon situation. You do hit him, and it seems like it does good damage to him.
Okay. Well, that's my turn then.
Yes.
How's he looking, by the way?
He's looking pretty beaten up. You've thrashed him around the place now, so he looks hurt, but he still looks like he could do this all day. Fenrir, it's your turn.
Well. I will. I'll move back a bit.
That
first
will
off.
provoke an attack of opportunity. But he does a shit roll actually, and is not able to hit you. Otherwise, holy shit, I would have downed you.
Sucks for him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, I'll go and I'll just hit him with my crossbow again.
Okay, excellent. Everyone holding out on the spells. But that's going to be a hit, and it looks as though he's bloodied. Rhea, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame on him.
Wonderful! What an idea! Excellent, so he will do a dexterity saving throw. I think that's... yeah, it is a failure. And he takes 5 points of Sacred Flame damage. Wonderful.
How bloodied is he after that?
So I don't have to describe how
burnt.
far, but he's just bloodied. Which is to say, half health. Or lower. But even then, you
Wink,
just
wink.
seem like you've battered his body quite well at this point, as it seems like the soul is willing where the body is not. Now, he's not going to appreciate you in your holiness, so he's going to turn on you, and he's going to do a longsword attack. He's going to crit, and he's going to do 20 points of damage to you.
Wow.
He's yeah. He's also not going to be happy there. He wants you down, so he's going to attack you again.
Jeez.
He hits you for a 19 and does 13 points of damage, which does not take you into negative your maximum, so that just puts you down.
We're going through clerics really fast.
It is worrying.
They're not dead, but, you know, they're
I wish
dying.
I could see his attacks.
Well, you know,
Well, there's a reason you can't, in case I ever want to
I
fluff these. But if you want, you can check the video over, and you can check them all.
I know.
Rhaegar, it's your turn.
You know it. I love that.
Top of the charts, Great Scythe. Ah, lovely. That's a good hit.
From the same band that brought you the awesomeness that was Great Sword.
Yeah, lovely. Eyes, it's your turn.
cool. Dart in and do the same thing again.
Excellent.
Does that hit?
Yeah, it does. No, it does. Excellent. Yeah, and you do
Cool.
15 points of combined damage. And then you
And
strike...
my bonus attack.
No, it's excellent. Well done.
And then I'm going to be a coward again.
You can absolutely do that. Irina is going to strike him. But that's going to be a miss. Gildar, it's your turn now. Gildar.
Yep. So after seeing his friend go down, Gildar will get rather angry.
Yeah. That is a angry maul. Lovely. What does angry maul mean? Is it just maul?
It's just when I'm in rage.
You've not declared
it
to me
does the
that you've
extra-
achieved a rage yet. You may do
Did
that
I-
now.
He did say he gets very angry, which I'm guessing is another way of saying rage.
I'm
No,
sorry,
it does
I'm
not.
sorry.
That's okay. You can do so now. It only takes a bonus action to enter a rage.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you enter your rage as you feel you want to get revenge for your friend, and you strike this dude down. And you do good damage with your maul. Fenrir, it's your turn.
I'll just do a same boring thing.
Wonderful. No, that's a hit. Wonderful.
And Yep, that's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, no, lovely. Okay then. So, Rhea, make me a death saving throw, please.
Yep.
From your death saving throw bit. Wonderful, that's one success. Now,
Yay!
yeah. Now, the sacred flame kind of lingered over his body, and at this point, he kind of moans while gasping at his own head and his own body that feels fragile. But after this point, the kind of glow that surrounds him dissipates, and he goes out to strike at you guys. He'll go to Gildar, or will he? No, he's going to
He'll
turn.
strike at Gildar. He'll strike at Gildar.
Oh,
It's a really easy target in that cleric, you know.
no. He's going to hit the other one that can bring things he doesn't like, and he's going to attack. Well, firstly, he's going to look at you, Mr. Paladin, and he's going to give you a hateful glare. And
Charisma save, right?
no, a
Or would it-
wisdom saving throw. You ace it just like your cleric friend did, as you resist the effects, and as you repel his hateful glare and swearing of vengeance to you, you show him what vengeance is all about. He charges at you with his longsword, will hit you twice, and will do 28 points of slashing damage to you.
Wait, what did he roll on his to hit?
Oh yeah, you've got your finger up, haven't you? He rolled
Yeah,
a
my
19 and a 20.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, then you are knocked out.
Bollocks.
Yeah. Ooh, the difficulty is that these guys don't have any healing. Yikes. Okay.
Kill it with fire, quick.
Well, it never occurred to you guys to try a religion check, or an arcana to figure out what it is, but that's fine. Rhaegar, it's your turn. Death saving throw, please.
I know we could do.
However, it does look very hurt, and that is a good success. Eyes, it's your turn.
Cool. Same thing again then. Da-da-da-da.
Wonderful. That's a hit, and it does good damage. And the sneak attack does good damage. And the offhand doesn't hit.
That's alright. And then I'm going to go and hide behind the other meat shield.
Yes.
That's
I-
all we are.
Irina sees an opportunity to finish off this creature, and she goes for it.
But misses.
Well, you tell me. Well, she hits, and the creature goes down. Hang on. Hang on.
That's it.
Hang on.
If you know it.
Okay, now since people are making death saving throws, and Irina finally lunges in and takes out this creature, pushing her rapier down into his chest as she bears him to the ground. Gildar, your friends are going down. What do you do?
Oh yeah, because Gildar is the one we want to be the medic.
Yeah.
Gildar will attempt a medicine check on the person who went down first.
Was there any potions left over from that death house chest?
No, we use them
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
I'll do a medicine check on the other one, I guess.
Not yet.
Hang on. There we go. Okay, so that's not going to help the situation and not going to make it worse. Don't be out of initiative yet. You're still in initiative.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. So Gildar, you try your thing. Yeah. And Fenrir, it's your turn. What do you get up to?
Don't know.
Medicine is the best way, or if you can provide any heals whatsoever.
Yeah, no. I can't. I can try medicine.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go down to him. Yep.
It's okay. You don't make the situation worse, and you don't make it any better. Rhea,
Good.
give me a death saving throw.
Okay.
That's one failure.
Uh-oh.
Okay then.
Oh,
The
no.
creature you thought was dead
Yep.
clinks its body back together as it rises
Aw.
back up and will strike out at Gilda.
Son of a bitch.
It rolls a
This guy's
12
going.
and then a 17 and does 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Delicious.
It seemed like he was down, but it wasn't enough.
Liz needs to move back.
Okay.
Or
Rhaegar, death saving throw, please. That's one failure. Eyes, it's your turn.
And with a 20 medicine check, just look at it. It's right there.
I'm afraid I'm not going to do that now, though.
A
I'm going to trample over your body.
A 20
an
medicine
attack.
check? No, brilliant, yes. That will not be a hit, as you're so surprised about this dude that you're caught off guard. And
Oh,
the
no.
second one is also not a hit, as again, you're just so surprised, as this dude seems to just be hanging around here now.
I'm supposed to run away then.
Irina is going to do her best to help the paladin, as she feels like he's needed, and she's going to perform a medicine check, even with the revenant right there.
All right. She doesn't appear to be able to roll that one, actually.
Just do a wisdom.
Da-da-da.
Okay, that's yeah, wisdom. So yeah, that's going to give you another pass.
So another success or just
Another
a pass?
success.
Okay.
And that's her
Awesome.
turn. Gildar, it's your turn.
Great. Gildar will move up, try to get as close as he can to this thing's face
Oh yeah.
before just shooting fire straight out of his maw.
Oh! How do you want
Dex
this to
save,
go
though.
down? How do you want this to go down, man?
Gildar goes from the side. He pretty much fucking drops his hammer because he was helping the cleric, picks up the revenant, and just blows fire straight into its face and like as far out as it goes.
Yeah, no. You do so as you howl out. Oh no! I has to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh no!
I mean, it's still going to take at least 6 damage.
Ah! No, you blast it as you just open out your maw and bring forth draconic ancestry to blast fire down at his face. And then as you roar down in hate and revenge, you blast your fire down as you burn his corpse to the ground until there's nothing left. Well done. He is now destroyed.
Wow.
Yeah, that figures. Of course, it had to be undead with extra bullshit.
Okay.
Are we still in
Yeah,
initiative?
nice one, Snaky.
Yes, because people are trying to survive right now. So,
Alright.
Fenrir, it's your turn.
Oh, might as well try again.
That's a failure. But it doesn't... Well, it's not a failure. It doesn't do anything good.
Okay.
Rhea,
nothing
it's
bad.
your turn. We're just going to speed through and find out who
Okay.
lives and who dies.
If anyone.
Yep. Ooh, that's not good. What are you on right now, Liz?
2.
Yeah, 2 failures, 1 success.
Ooh.
Can we get a drum roll going?
I'm
in the
so
middle?
dead.
You want a drum roll? That's a great
Yes.
idea. That's a great idea.
No, just going to be drum rolling.
I'm alright with that.
Yes. Okay. Rhaegar, what are you on currently?
I'm on 2 successes, 1 fail.
Okay, give me a death saving throw, please.
Hey!
I live!
Air horns.
Wait, we can do those too. Give me a second. Just a second. Yeah. No, wait, what?
Go on, give me the air horns. Go on.
No. Okay, hang
Pwah.
on. That's me. I'm allergic to emojis. No, yeah, Rhaegar, you just bounce yourself back up as you bounce up right now and you come up on 1 hit point.
I'm so going to lay on hands myself.
What about Rhea?
Oh shit, yeah, Rhea. I've got to lay on hands, Rhea.
All you have to do is tickle her with 1 lay on hands point.
Okay, 1 lay on hands point.
You boop her nose. You hack the planet and you boop her nose and you stabilize her.
Yay!
Oh, brilliant.
So close too.
Yeah.
I'm
Damn.
afraid now. I'm on 1 hit point. I've still got places to go. This is not good.
Well, you have 15 more lay on hands for you if you need.
15.
And
I
we've
only
still
have-
got a cleric.
5 times paladin level.
Am I alive enough to cast a spell?
Yeah. But you can get a short rest or attempt one first.
Oh, I think a short rest might be a good idea.
Probably, yes.
Let's rest on top of this thing's burning body. That sounds like the best place.
Wow.
I'm gonna sit on this lovely log and have a rest.
Jesus Christ.
Can I search for my 1 crossbow bolt that I might get back?
It's burnt.
Good.
You see good. You see it and it is burnt. And burning. So basically, yeah, you guys can short rest and get recover from that as you were attacked by some random creature that seemed particularly malevolent.
No, all of us need us. It didn't attack all of us.
No, that's very true. It didn't attack some of you. Irina does what she can to take care of those who, needs it or wants it. And she definitely seems like a pair of hands wherever she's needed. So yeah, with that being done, you guys eventually hit back on the old Svalich road.
We'll just say, how is everybody doing for health?
I'm on
Still
12.
Because I have a spell. I've got Prayer of Healing.
Oh yeah, you can
Save
do that.
that for another one, maybe, because I think. Well, most of us have got health back, haven't we?
I'm on 12 hit points and I've still got my
Lay on hands.
my lay on hands.
Plenty of
Which
lay on
I have
hands.
You serious, Luke? I have 15.
5
Lay on
times
hands.
paladin level.
Yeah, my level is 2, which should
3.
make it 10. Okay.
You're 3rd level. Well, you should
When
be.
do we level up to 3rd? I only thought
After
we
you left the
gained
death
1
house.
He
You
told
beat-
me to level to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it, so
it was in Discord after a game.
I left pretty early because I needed to sleep.
Well then, you have discovered a new power. Yes.
And now someone do that with air horns.
No. Oh, I'm sure. Hang on.
Right, that makes me an Oath of Vengeance Paladin then.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Divine Health, I'm now immune to all diseases.
Oh, fantastic. That's coming a bit early, but sure. So, you guys carry on. And you make your way to another crossroads while you see something somewhat familiar. It's the Death House.
Nope.
Great, we dive straight back in and we all die horrible deaths.
No,
We ignore the ghostly children
Another
and
hanging
walk
body?
right past it.
no. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up to the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are huge stone buttresses looming grey in the fog. It's another set of huge towering gates like the ones you saw before. But this time from the other side of them.
Well, I suppose we've got to go through.
So that worked so well for us last time.
Do we have to go through?
The old Slavish road aims in one direction.
Okay. You said we were at a crossroads.
Well, that is a very interesting point. I will see about some information there. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in two. Widening towards the east, there you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. From where you are, you mostly just see the road winding around a large hill.
Do we know which way goes to Vallaki?
Sorry?
Do we know which route goes to Vallaki?
No, but Irina will suggest that the one to the east will lead to Vallaki. To the west leads to Vallaki. East
The one
leads
with the gate.
east leads to Straud's domain.
So that way's the bad way.
It leads to Castle Ravenloft.
Let's go west then.
Sounds good to me.
Aren't we supposed to be taking her to Wallaki?
Vallaki, yes. Where she can hopefully be defended from.
Oh.
Anyway, you guys basically press on. As you continue on your way, yeah. As you continue on your way,
Oh no, we lost eyes.
Oh no, she's in the fogs of Barovia.
She's gone forever.
Yes.
Aw.
I wonder they call her eyes in the dark.
Bye,
Kitty.
Yes. So what you see here is a decrepit windmill.
Oh god, there are windmills all over that bloody house.
Let's go have a look.
Yes, because it is getting pretty late, and Irina is saying that this isn't the place to be when it gets late. We have to get some sort of shelter inside somewhere.
Yeah, let's go camp in the cover of the windmill.
Yeah, exceptional. And with that, with the windmill looming over you, providing sanctuary off the old Svalich road, and with Straud's domain not so far away, we shall end today's session.